Let me look.
Or is that incorrect?
To be submitted to the chief. Yeah. All right. I guess that would be it then, huh? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
Yep.
Okay.
Lost item report, right?
Lost item report.
Alright.
Attaboy! Let's do this! Take it! Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime.
Or, to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to have given that report card to the chief of police.
Yet you own possession of the report, which means you can't be sure if he filed it.
He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day.
He needed to?
Yeah, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh.
Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room.
I accompanied him.
Yeah. There's no other way that Murder and Detective Goodman could have entered that room. Murderer, my bad.
Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman.
Yeah. Exactly.
But wait, there's more. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him into the evidence room. He could just have lent him his ID card.
Yes, what the judge said.
You're such a little shit.
Objection! Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. But you showed us your ID card earlier. If you hadn't really lent, air quotes, it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body.
Whoa! You were struck by fucking lightning of justice.
Take that, bitch. My hammer of Thor. Chief Ant, you didn't.
The murder was most likely committed on the spur of the moment. No one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why else? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body.
Objection! However... My turn. The victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there?
I was at the police department the entire day, you know.
And everyone was aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so.
Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was a useless clue just taking up space.
It's your
My
badge.
attorney's badge.
Yeah.
How could the chief have moved the body? Did he use a trolley or something? Anyway, Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. And time to look through stuff until I find something that looks like it'd be helpful. Use luminol. Shit.
You got the evidence. You got this. Gotta read it.
Let's see here.
The parking stub, right?
I'm not gonna say yes or no this time.
I just glanced straight over the parking stop. I didn't really give it two thoughts.
It's true we never used it though.
That is true.
The body was found in Edgeworth's car,
Yep.
Correct.
and it was at the prosecutor's office, right?
Correct. He was at the ceremony himself.
And he ordered Lana to get it out of the car.
So he put the body in Edgeworth's car without Edgeworth knowing.
Yes.
Ah. Okay.
I think was it Lana was there to replace the knife with the other one though, right?
Yes.
With Edgeworth's knife to accuse him.
You know what? That seems reasonable. I'm down for I'm down for it. I'm down.
But
Are you
which
down?
one?
Parking stop.
All right, yeah, that works. Could
Okay.
also presented the screwdriver.
All right. We'll do parking stub. Take it. This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body.
A parking stop. Did you... Really? Miles Edgeworth?
You mean
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
objection? You mean I carried the victim's body?
Precisely so, edgy boy.
But wait! Even you know, I didn't plan on returning to my office after the ceremony finished that day.
But you did return. Tell me, why?
Ain't nothing but a heartbreak, I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. Less.
Yes.
He told me he wanted me to keep a screwdriver in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on that day of the incident, I brought this to the prosecutor's office. Office.
So you see, what you really took to the prosecutor's office wasn't the screwdriver, but the victim's body in your trunk.
Is anyone else getting weird black and white hallucinations? I'm wondering if it's something I ate.
It's the hamster.
Fucking pickles. Detective Wood Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Yep. Unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to carry evidence from a closed case?
Well, my desk was broken. I need to fix it.
There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye.
Order! Order! What's going on here? Where am I? What is this? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations?
Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of a body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It is a photo of a body being taken from a trunk.
Chief Arndt, please say something.
I believe your time's up.
My time's up? Am I going to die? Are you death?
Sorry, Ryder, but I'm having lunch with the District Attorney General after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special.
Oh, hold on! But the cross-examination isn't finished yet, man!
Remember what I told you earlier? A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Assault rifles.
Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now.
What? That's not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection! So you're going to just run away after all this?
Run away. Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well,
You think I had Lana to dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with.
Now I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Bacon Plant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor.
Do you have any proof of concrete? Proof that Chief Flant murdered Detective Goodwoodman and made Miss Skye dispose of his body.
Do I have any concrete proof?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm gonna have to hit no as well. I think this is one of those trick questions.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't want you to fall for it and we get stuck here.
Nah, it's all good. I get it. No proof yet. It's no use showing evidence I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
Harumph. See ya, G.
In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
I don't gamble unless the stakes are high. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Yagji, I'll leave the rest to you. Get
Transmission.
out.
I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. Law enforcement agency. Is anyone else seeing that?
Objection! Lady Luck, well, maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth. Another witness.
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gann has invoked his right to refuse the testimony because I don't understand you're talking about Lana Skye!
There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person?
Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? I can't call witnesses. The defense is the one calling the witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yep, Your Honor. The defense calls forth good old Lana Skye. She's gonna be a tough nut to crack, but, you know, dames take.
Dames.
The defendant. Miss Lana Skye?
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task? Dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth?
I didn't do it. The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in
Who's this?
Gumshoe, I think? Maybe not.
I don't know. Maybe Lana?
Hold on.
Huh?
Oh.
Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat.
Listen good, Lana.
He's talking to Lana.
I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claim, there will be terrible consequences.
You're openly threatening her in the middle of court! Why does no one care?
I care.
That's right, he cares. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
This isn't good!
Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I've got lunch date to meet.
God, dude, he's actively threatening in the middle of court. Come on.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. If there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
It was a great show, Your Honor. I loved it. February 25th, 2:04 p.m. Looking at Sad Edgeworth in District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2.
My arm always hurts.
Status update, sad.
Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Yeah, we're still in this first fucking game after months. But it's thanks to your help, Edgeworth.
You're welcome, I guess.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Chief. He's something else, huh, pals?
Gumshoe!
Ah, hee-ho. I'm not a detective anymore.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that.
Don't worry, I've already decided where I'm gonna work. At your office.
My office.
Selling his samurai dogs.
Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
What do you mean? Maya?
Hamburgers.
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How did he always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said?
But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Risks? But what did he mean by that? That game sucks.
It's simple. You roll a dice.
Oh yeah.
If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
I'm gonna guess it's Lana Sky.
Same.
You're up, Siege.
You mean he forfeits the right to say anything too?
Oh.
Oh. Where have you been? Emma! You good girl?
Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
So she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be, it was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah, now I can finally know what really happened. Think all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by a terrible man. Did it all just to protect me.
Oh man.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps It was easier that way.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? I had to follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself down deep inside. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold inside.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
That's deep,
You're
man.
right. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
Well, we'd better get back. Time for the final act.
Emma, why don't you wait here?
No! I'm going with you.
Ah!
I want to be there when Lana tells the truth.
Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this.
Oh my god! To be continued! Ah! God, dude, listen. Listen.
Listening.
Ted Kurix and Tiktanu and DB Rider subscribe, thank you. What
Fuck
do we
society.
do? Do we finish this here?
Last chapter.
Or should we save it, because it's already been an hour and 20? What do you
I'm
think?
not making this decision, you do it.
Shit, dude. Alright, you know what? We'll straw poll it. We'll straw poll it.
Oh, you know.
Shouldn't we
you should know the
save it
answer.
now and then come back to it at the end if there's time?
Maybe?
Wanna do that instead of,
Because I don't want
Don't
to...
Starve Together?
We could. And then we could do Don't Starve Together next week.
Sure. Alright, let's do that.
Alright, we'll do that then, guys. Alright, so we're going to take a break and play... We'll take a break. Then we're going to be doing Left 4 Dead 2, Traggy's map. And then after that, we'll be finishing this tonight. And we'll do Don't
Yeah.
Starve Together next week.
I'm good with everybody else.
Is that okay with everybody?
Works.
Alright.
Alright, cool. I guess everyone that's here is okay with this. Cool beans. So tonight we're finally finishing this fucking game.
Yep.
Wow. It has been a long ride, everybody. I'm so glad that you could all join us for it. But for now, we're going to take a break then and come back with some Left 4 Dead.
Yep.
And then it's Justice.
And then the final justice.
For everyone that
Dave's
wants us
State.
to finish it right now, sorry, but we got a schedule to keep. We're already altering it enough. But it will be Justice. And if you miss it tonight, because you gotta go to sleep for some reason, it's always gonna be uploaded on the Late Night V2 channel. Or you can just watch the VOD. Whatever you want to do, guys. But just know that it's still gonna be available. Okay. We'll be back in about 5-ish minutes, guys.
Yeah.
Don't freak out. Love you, bye.